Hey guys. Um, so I'm getting all these breakthroughs right now, and again, I want to go live to. I figured people enjoy this type of live, and I enjoy it as well. So I'm gonna go live to talk to my future self again, and kind of remind myself this transitional period in my life on why I care now. And it talks towards caring about transforming myself, why I care now versus all the other times that I didn't give a shit. You know how people are like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Well, now it's more, now you're like, okay, why do I care now? Why do I suddenly freaking care to get out of my comfort zone, to change my life, to shed the parts of me that were more insecure, you know? Hey Russell, hey Ruben, hey Stacia. I want to explore the idea of why I care now. And what made me care. So, hey Glenn, yeah. Hey Stacia, hey Ben, hey Ruben, hey Glenn, hey, wave. So why I care now is because now I treat things as sacred. And what made that change happen in me? It's because I started seeing change in the people that I help. I start seeing that transformation. And when I see transformation, and I implore everyone to do this, go out there and try to freaking make a program to help someone. Do something, do anything, and then look at the change that happens in them. Because that is like the number one tool that changes myself. When I started out with affiliate marketing, you know, caring about the success isn't so much in helping others than it is in helping myself, starting off, because I didn't know anything. I had no idea what is what. So if people are like, Kim, to be successful, you need to help others, that's just a mantra. It's not rooted in anything real. It's not inherent in you, and it's not a part of yourself. It's you trying to figure things out, and you're like, oh, I guess I gotta go help people, you know? Like, it's not real. It's not that real. It's you scrambling around trying to figure something out. And in the process, you've built something, anything that helps people, but that is such an amazing tool in changing yourself, because when I started seeing that my system works for others and that there is success, that's when it hit me. I was like, holy shit, people who make programs to help others end up investing big in themselves because they realize that programs and systems work. It helps shortcut and collapse time for you. It works. So if you know that systems and programs that other people make, that you make for other people work, you are going to invest in systems and programs that are on a higher level that works, because you made it work for others and you're like, I believe in the systems now. And that's such a powerful tool. Such a powerful tool. So if you go out there and create any kind of system in your field of expertise, it's going to be such a strong self-development tool for yourself to go and seek out help and to kind of like up-level yourself in a way, is how I feel about it. And thank goodness that I went and waded into this unknown world of trying to help people. As someone who waded into it not knowing what the heck to do, helping people was a mantra. It was a line that someone told me to do. It wasn't real. until I actually started seeing people's results. And when people's results came in, that's when it felt more real to me. And then when I invested in myself, that's when it started clicking more and more to me that if systems work and I create systems that work, then in that process, because my life has changed, I am therefore helping other people change lives. And that is something that at the beginning you can take lightly, but after the beginning, if you've been helping people, if you've been changing someone's life in your program, in your systems, you can no longer, at least this is how I'm talking to my future self, Kim, you can no longer treat it as no big deal, as just like whatever. You know, you can't downplay yourself and say, oh yeah, you know, there's that thing, because that won't serve you in any way for you to say, oh, that's something that I do. No, it becomes much more than that. And this is why I feel like for those who just get started, they see like enrollment calls, or they see I don't know, just talking to people about their program as kind of like salesy, kind of intrusive, you know? Hey Ben, hey Grant, speak the truth. Hey Michael, hey guys, wave, hey Daniel, hey Anton, hey Scott, Patty, hey Patty, hey, you guys are all cool, you guys are watching me. Yeah, so my point was, holy God, like, it's hitting me so hard right now, and it's hitting me during this time in my life when I've invested majorly in myself, and I realized that if I don't really step into it, then I'm really not being genuine. If I tell you, oh yeah, I have this program, I have this thing that will help you, sure, and I'm not like, it's a transformative experience, it has the potential to change your future, and I don't treat every single time I talk to someone about it, or just talking to someone about it as a sacred event that can trigger something that can change a life, then I'm not really being genuine about my intentions. And if you create any program at all to help anyone out there and you treat it as no big deal, you're not being very genuine. Because if you really think about it, creating a program to change someone's future, to change the course of someone's life, to make it better somehow, and have it be a transformative experience, that is life altering. And anyways, it made me see that calls and introductions to programs and things it can be okay, it can be salesy, you know, of course. It can always sound salesy, but to the right ear, it's not about that. It's about stepping into the version of themselves that they feel like they've always wanted to be, or going into or figuring out another way than the old way that has not worked for years and have built all this frustration in them, and that they need change, they're craving for change, and they want it. And if you have a system to deliver that change to them, it's a gift. It's a gift that you're providing. And if you treat it as anything other than a gift, as a, no big deal, then that's really not honoring your own journey, Unless your journey is short and you're just in it for some quick wins. Otherwise, if you have any program helping anyone out there and it's changing their life, then you owe it to yourself to treat the interactions of someone entering into that world of yours as a sacred experience, as a possibility for as a possibility for life-altering transformations. And so, anyway, I don't know. I still have the fear that it might come off as, too much, But to the right people who are coming in, it's not going to be too much. It's going to be the right message at the right time, and it's going to resonate with them. That's what I think. Hey, Anton. Yeah, good. I'm glad that it's good timing. Hey, Greg. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Josh. Hey. Hey, Michael. Yeah, so thanks. Anton, let me know why the timing couldn't be better. Can you let me know? I'm curious. But yeah, that's my insight. My insight was that I even wrote it down. I have so many notes, you guys. I took so many notes, and I wrote go live. The insight is from salesy to sacred. Why I care now. And it's on the same vein as, how hurt people, how if someone hurts someone and they get hurt, they end up hurting others. I feel like on the separate end of the spectrum, help people, people who are helped, go out and help people. And, no, not that. Never mind. My point was, because I help people, and I see the transformation in them as I help them, and I see the testimonials. I wake up to awesome messages from whoever I help. I'm like, oh my God, thank you, for this wonderful message, and you're welcome. And it just makes me feel now that when I enter into someone's sphere and world and program and things, that my mind went from, oh, this person is trying to pitch me something, they're so salesy, oh my God, like, why should I even listen to this person? They're really pushing this on me. Oh, like all these things. To, holy shit, this person spent years developing a system or an environment, an ecosystem to fucking help you, Kim, get better at what you want to do. So what's stopping you now? What's holding you back? What is really the thing that is not serving you for all these years? Holy shit, these people have these systems in place. Why do I feel that now? Because that's how I genuinely feel to people who talk to me, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna get your program. And then later on they're like, but time, but money, but this and that. And I wish that I could take their mind and put it into mine, because then it's insane, the amount of commitment and the level of the hours, the weeks, the months of so much work and effort put into this system I'm building to help you. And all these, you're letting all these limiting beliefs, all these issues stand in the way, because at the end of the day, it really is not about another week of waiting, another day of, I gotta think about it. It's not about, what is it really about, Are you going to let that voice continue in your mind, the doubt, what the hell is this person selling to me now? Is that gonna be the narrative of your life, or is it going to be, holy God, this person put in their blood, sweat, and tears into this program so that I can change my life, so I can escape the 9 to 5, so I can, whatever you're doing with the help, so I can improve my relationship, so I can make my, marriage better. I'm not married, but, so I can go and have a more powerful experience with my own life and be more connected with my family, with my loved ones. They're making this and they're telling me about it, you know? And I'm here thinking that they are just snake oil, you know, or they're trying to get my money, like, you know? So that shift is happening for me now, because I used to think that people who pitch on these stages or presentations or like doing these live random events, and all these people are just people trying to make a quick buck out of like a room full of, you know, like I was one of those fools. I'm in a room being fooled, and they're manipulating my emotions so that I can give them my card. But it's not that anymore for me. I have changed my perspective because I am now a provider. If you are just a receiver and all you do is just receive, 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 and you're not in a position of a provider, or you refuse to be in a position of provider, I challenge you to be in that position just for a very brief moment. And if you help someone, you'll see that experience of providing and helping changes your whole perspective about other people reaching out their hand, trying to help you. And here's another thing that I learned from my training, because, you know, I'm trying to improve on how I deliver my messages. What I learned is that if you treat your message as sacred, and it's in line with how you feel and how you want others to succeed, and you want others to you know, shortcut time so they don't feel the pain that you felt from years of trial and error and all this work, and you're coming from a good, genuine place of saying, hey, I've done a lot of work so that you can shortcut your time. So you know, I've done a lot of work so that you don't have to make the same mistakes I make. Even though that sounds very fundamental, it strikes a new chord in me, because before I used to see that amount of work as trying to make money, as them trying to make money and earning a buck from me, and that I'm a fool if I buy into their program. And then I've actually bought into programs where I just jump out right away, because I'm like, this is like not changing me, or this is not making my situation any different within like a week or a day, and I don't see the changes, so I'm out. And so my perspective comes from, they are all conspiring against me, or like they are conspiring to get my money to holy God. They put so much time and energy and effort into creating a safe space for me to grow into the version of myself that I want to become. And if that safe space exists, and it's not a matter of money, it's not a matter of time, then I should enter that space so that I can grow in a way that is in a good environment, right? Supported by peers. So if someone creates that space for you, whoever you're following, they create that safe space for you to do the changes that you want, whether you want to become a better coach, a better teacher, a better blogger, a better whatever, you know, and they've crafted that for you, then they're not out there to grab your money anymore. They're out there to genuinely help you change your life, you know? So anyways, that's my insight for today. Hey Julian, yes, Kim is in the building. Hey Thomas, Anton says, yeah, I dabbled for a while and kept my business ventures a secret for a while now. I didn't want to come off as one of those people trying to sell me something. I realized all the skills I picked up over the last year or so can really help people help businesses. So lately, I have busted my brain trying to come up with content and products and services that really help people. Awesome, Anton. Yeah. See, here's the thing. When you step into it from a place of honesty, of integrity, of goodness, then the fears that you have of coming off as salesy or as snake oil melts away. And I hope that melts away for you. If it would be devastating if you're a person trying to get out in the world, trying to actually help people, and you get discouraged and shut down by the fact that your mind is telling you be less of yourself because you're coming off as salesy, or be less of yourself. Like, pull yourself back in, rein it back in, because you are making people uncomfortable. That would be devastating. I don't want you as a content creator, as a person who is a coach, who's a teacher, going out there trying to spread your message and spread your program and be shut down by that voice that is telling you to be less of yourself because others are uncomfortable, you know? So, to me, if I tell you about my programs and my things, I'm going to treat it like a sacred conversation, because within that conversation, I have the ability I have the ability to change your life, to change your world. Because why? I've done it for myself and I've done it for others. So if that is the case, I'm going to treat it as sacred. And I don't care if you think that it comes off as salesy. If I'm like, oh, what's your commitment level on what's your commitment on a level 1 to 10? What are your dreams? What do you imagine your ideal life and income to be? I really am not caring if that comes off as a motivational speech or as a salesy thing or as a whatever, because if you are the right person to get into my program, you will hear me, you will resonate with me, and you will actually see that change in yourself, the things that you've imagined and the things that you wanted and the frustrations you felt and the pain you felt and the fact that you can't stand it for another day and the fact that you want that change and escape, the 9 to 5 and create software that is your location independent and you're not tied to people who are demanding of your schedule. You're not trading your time for money every single hour of your work, and you're actually gonna want to get out of that. My voice and my message will resonate with you. But if it does not, then that probably means to me that you are where I was. That mindset of, who is this person trying to sell this thing to me, What does she think she's doing? She's trying to get my money, versus, actually, that's a pretty great price for the ability to cut years of my learning, cut down on the time and to be able to get that energy back in my life so that I can spend that time with my new energy to pursue the things I want to do, But anyways, hey Emma, hey Annie, hey Deuce, hey Delmar, hey Angela. I figured you guys enjoyed some of these lives where I'm just talking to my future self about insights that I get on a weekly, I get these random insights and I'm like, it would be better if I documented somewhere where I actually check. And I'm on Facebook, so I actually go and check my own lives sometimes. And it's very empowering also to listen back on the insights that I give myself, because sometimes if you feel like, okay, what am I doing this for? Why am I pushing so hard? Why am I working so hard at this? And then you see yourself talking to yourself about your breakthrough and why you're doing it, it's actually really helpful. So anyway, thanks, Patty. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Miriam. Yeah. This is a message I am probably gonna repeat to myself and resonate with really well. And I need that help because that voice does come back. The voice that says, Kim, you're coming off as too much. Kim, you're coming off as salesy. Kim, should you even say it this way? You know, all these, sometimes that voice does creep back. And it's important for you to remind yourself that that voice is not as important as the message that you want to give and the way you want to serve. It's, don't let that voice be more important than your message and the ability for you to bring your own gift into the world. Don't let that be more important than your desire to give. So anyways, yeah, okay. Bye everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And oh, I'm gonna be in San Diego again for another conference. So if you're in San Diego, hit me up on the 27th to the 29th. But alright, bye. Have a great day. Bye. Oh yeah. If you liked that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.